So welcome back to In Judy's Kitchen. I'm Judy Walker.
I'm Diya Chacko, and today we're making chicken and sausage gumbo.
We made a gumbo once before on our special series here about classic Louisiana dishes. We did shrimp and oyster, and it turned out really good.
It did.
But today we're making sort of one of the more everyday common gumbos that people might make for like a party on the weekend. It's a less expensive gumbo. It's the sausage and chicken. And this is a variation on an Emerald's recipe that we've made in my house many times. This is andouille sausage. You can use any kind of smoked sausage. If you live somewhere, unfortunately, that's not Louisiana, you can use kielbasa. And we're using chicken thighs, and as you can tell, we've already seasoned the chicken. So we're also gonna make the roux with oil and flour. It's not 1-to-1 today because we're gonna have some oil from these products, and we're gonna use
Our trinity.
Yay! And then we have our typical seasonings for South Louisiana, the bay leaves, the thyme, salt, cayenne. So, let's go over to the stove. So, we have heated up our big pot, and we're going to brown the sausage.
And you don't need any oil for this part.
No, just like scooch it all in there, and then what are we gonna do, Diya, after we get it all flat on the bottom?
Wait.
We're gonna wait. Exactly. So look, Diya has browned the sausage, and we have a big lovely fond on the bottom and the oil from it, and we're gonna put the chicken in here to just lightly brown, okay?
And this chicken still has the bone in it.
Still has the bone in it, it still has the skin on. Okay, if you want, you can take the skin off. But because I'm gonna make this ahead of time, and because I think the flavors are better the next day, I'm gonna leave the skin on, and I'm gonna defat the chicken. That'll help take care of some of the fat. It's in the chicken and in the skin. And I'm gonna remove all that skin though before I give it to my guests. And all the bone and every bit of fat that I can.
Oh, okay.
So Diya has beautifully browned our chicken, and she's now adding a half a cup of oil to the oil that's already in the pot to make our roux. And this is gonna be a quick cook roux. This is not gonna be the kind of roux where we stand and drink 2 beers while we cook it. It's gonna be fast, and she is gonna stir it on every side with the big whisk pretty continuously until it gets to a dark chocolate brown. This is good. We've gone past the peanut butter stage. We're closing in on chocolate roux, which is what we want.
We're pretty much there.
I think so too. Okay, here we go. Here come the vegetables. It's going to stop the cooking. And we're going to give you a different thing to cook with. Oh gosh, I need to have a spoon right over here for you. I think we just keep stirring it with that for now.
Okay. Get all this up on this now.
Yeah, here, I'll get it off of that if he wants to keep stirring on the bottom. Okay, good. Yay! Now we're also going to add, when this is wilted down just a little bit more, we're going to add the seasonings, and then we're going to add the sausage and the hot roux. We've had the roux on the stove. The roux is very hot. We're going to add the hot liquid because I believe that hot liquid added to hot roux won't break as much.
Y'all had a discussion about this last time we made a roux.
Yeah.
Whether we should be adding cold stock to hot roux or hot stock to hot roux.
Yes. Well, I think what happens is if you add the hot stock, it blends together better. Okay? So here comes the sausage. You're going to cook it in there too. Okay, and now I'm going to get the hot stock and bring it over here close by.
Y'all, my arm is really tired.
I know. We'll switch places, okay? I tell you what we're going to do. You're going to ladle the
build up
stock
some
in, and I'm
muscle.
going to stir.
Okay.
Okay? Here's the ladle. Just pour it in there a cup at a time. All right? Switch places.
Thanks, Judy.
Okay. And just start ladling. Don't worry about dripping it. So we're just stirring it in slow. And I'm going to turn the heat down too on the whole thing. Okay, give me a minute. Let me get this all blended in. See how nice? It's not breaking apart. It's all just like
really great.
going together. Okay, add some more. So after this, we're going to put the lid on. After we get all the stock in here. When we get to a certain point, we'll be able to dump the rest of it, okay?
Okay.
But we're going to cook it for an hour, and then we're going to add the chicken and cook it for another hour and a half. Or just an hour. So it's 2 hours total.
See, I want to make this in advance then.
Yes, and yet again, it is better if you make it ahead of time. I swear. Because all the flavors have time to get in there and, you know, nuzzle up against each other. I've heard people make that analogy so many times. Hi, so what we've done now is we've fished the cooked chicken out of our delicious gumbo, and I'm just going to show you real quick how I take off the skin and the fat and the bone. And it doesn't take me very long at all, but I do try to like use my fingers. You let this cool till you can, I like to feel over all of it so that I can be sure I have gotten all the fat off. So yeah, this is okay to handle. Just takes a few minutes to do this, really. Okay, here's the moment of truth. We're gonna try our gumbo.
I'm very excited.
Okay,
It's been ages since I had chicken and sausage.
And I'm gonna just add a little bit of crystal to mine.
Ooh,
You want some of yours?
Yes, thank
And if you want, this is where you add the filet powder. At my house, at least. Now, Emerald's recipe that this was based on does include the filet powder, but mine doesn't. And again, you can put the rice on the bottom if you want. We put it on the top. What do you think?
It's amazing.
It's good, isn't it?
I'll do my happy dance for this one.
Okay. Yay, she's doing the happy dance. She knows that makes me happy. Thank you for stopping by in Judy's kitchen. You'll really like this gumbo.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Be sure to check back next week for another classic New Orleans dish here on In Judy's Kitchen. Bye.
Bye.